Hello and welcome to the Climbing Daily Wednesday news show. My name is Hugo.
I'm Teresa.
And this is some climbing news. So it's International Women's Day today.
Yes, it is. Did you get your wife some yellow flowers?
Not yet. Are you wearing yellow because of the International Women's Day?
Yes, maybe. It's a hint to all the guys out there. Get some yellow flowers. They're cute. Flowers.
Right, first up, we got some news from over the pond in the States. OG American climber Carlo Traversi has made the third clean ascent of Magic Line, the classic Ron and Lonnie Kauk crack line in Yosemite. Climbing legend Ron Kauk made the first Pink Point ascent with pre-placed gear of the route back in 1996. His son Lonnie Kauk made the first clean ascent placing gear in 2018. British climber Hazel Finley then made the second repeat in 2019, with Carlo's ascent the third repeat. In an interview with 8a.nu, Carlo said the route took him 6 sessions this year, although he admitted to having tried it a couple of times in previous years. So Magic Line is a Magic Line. It's a pretty legendary line, recently done by Hazel Finley back in 2019, and Carlo has made the third placing gear ascent. So the first one was a Pink Point.
Oh, so with the gear already placed.
Already placed, yeah.
But yeah, it looks like amazing. Splitter crack.
Beautiful splitter crack in Yosemite.
In Yosemite. Right, I've got more news from the US, but this time bouldering news. As reported on 8a.nu, Alex Puccio and Michaela Kirsch both climbed Hailstorm, an 8B plus boulder. Alex managed to climb it in just one session, making it her 9th 8B plus. As for Michaela, it's the first of the grade, and she worked it for more than 15 sessions. Alex and Michaela both sessioned the same boulder. Quite a difference in attempts, I guess. But yeah, Alex more of a boulder, clearly looking on tip-top shape, and Michaela more of a sport climber maybe. But yeah, I mean, that's quite an achievement, 8B plus boulder.
Big time. Congratulations to both those guys. Next up, we've got some exciting news from Arco, where the man himself has been doing some first ascents. Planet Mountain reports that Adam Ondra has made the first ascent of La Bomba, a 9B in Arco. The route was bolted 10 years ago by Adam and is located to the right of Trofeo del Adriatico, the 9A plus that Adam has climbed with Stefano Ghisolfi recently. He says on his Insta that he initially thought it was a 9B plus, but after only 5 days of trying and cleaning, he can only give it a grade of 9B. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Adam Ondra is now officially downgrading himself. There was nobody else to downgrade, so he thought, I'm just going to downgrade my own route that I initially thought was 1 grade, and it wasn't.
That's a pity. Just 3 points now on the 9B counter.
Yeah.
Not 4.
He's not thinking about these things.
I've got more sport climbing news from Italy, but from the island of Sardinia. While on a Vibram climbing team meeting in Sardinia, Eva Hammelmüller has on-sighted Freed by the Devil, an 8B in Ulasai. She also climbed Le Lion du Panchir, a stunning and endless 8B plus in the Millennium Cave. Fortunately, I was there to witness one of these ascents. Video playing above, or like a little snippet. Right. Yeah, super impressive, her ascent of Le Lion du Panchir. It's an amazing ascent, and there will be a Climbing Daily video coming soon.
What was it like hanging out with the Vibram team, climbing team?
Intimidating as always.
Oh, really?
Well, they're, super strong, and I really admire them. I'm like, hi.
Did you try and climb the same routes as them?
Warm-up routes. yes, I did give it a go. Yes. Yeah. I tried to keep up.
Nice.
Impossible too.
Next up, we've got news of a 10-year-old climber climbing something incredibly hard in America. 10-year-old American climber Baze Wild has made an ascent of lethal design in Red Rocks, southern Nevada, as reported by 8a.nu. The problem, which is Bay's third of the grade, took him over 35 moves and 2 minutes of climbing, more akin to a sport route. You can check out the full ascent on his Instagram page, link below. I've been away for like 6 months and there's a whole bunch of young climbers coming out and climbing really hard stuff. Baze is obviously one of those guys. I've never heard of him, but he's 10 and he's climbing an 8A+. This is This is impressive.
Yep.
And scary.
Yep. A bit envious over here, but okay.
35 moves, 2 minutes of climbing on a boulder.
It's really quick, actually.
Well, I guess 2 minutes for 35 moves.
Yeah.
That is quick, isn't it?
That is quick. That
But
feels
it's a
quick.
lot of moves, though, right? That's like a sport route.
That feels like a sport route length. Yes.
A sport route boulder.
There we go.
Nice.
Next up, I've got 9A news. Alex Ventallas climbed Biologico, a 9A in Arco. On his Instagram post, he describes it as the most futuristic line he's ever climbed. Domen Scoffitz is back in the cave of Santiligna, projecting Stoking the Fire. However, to mix it up, he took some time off to climb La Novena Enmienda, a 9A+. Last but not least, Spanish climber Enrique Beltran Blasco just climbed his first 9A, Supernova. The route shares a start with an 8C that goes into a bouldery route with 3 dynamic moves, and it ends on a 7B slab, on which he had previously fallen many times. Right, that's it for the news. Let's move on to the 9B counter.
What have we got? We got Adam Ondra.
Adam Ondra just climbed La Bomba, so that's 3 points to him.
The question is, should we call this video Adam Ondra just downgraded his own route?
Maybe.
That's a great title. No?
Well,
like
depends. I don't know. Is Magic Line more important?
You decide.
We'll decide.
What's that? What else? I don't even know what goes on in the counters these days. What else have you? What
Nowadays,
constitutes an entry?
So it starts off at 9A for women,
All right. Yeah. Okay.
but then men can only get points from 9B onwards.
Okay. So how many women have made it? Any women?
I don't have it in front of me because now our fans out there have made websites and spreadsheets with the 9B counter.
Amazing. Okay, so back from the 9B counter, we just got to mention the is it the IFSC Paris warm-up event, like the new format?
No, I think they're trying out. It was like a test event to try out the new rules.
Right.
So
Okay.
not new rules, but like new grading system for the combined format of bouldering and lead.
And it was held in Barcelona at the Sharma gym.
The new Sharma gym.
Yep.
Which-
And who
right.
won?
Alberto.
Alberto Hines Lopez for the men and Isaiah Martinez for the women. For the people that used to watch this a couple of years ago, I would always bang on about how I loved Isaiah Martinez. I thought
Right.
thought she was
Up and
going
coming.
some up and coming. And guess what?
She arrived.
She's up and coming.
Well, top podium.
She's top podium. She's there.
Yeah, she's there.
In a home gym, but whatever.
It will be interesting to see how they perform on the bigger circuit, which is coming up soon. It's like
Good
a
one
month
for all
ago.
the Alberto Hines Lopez haters out there who said that he didn't deserve to win it. He's back on the top of the podium. So in your face, haters. What's next?
Shop stuff.
Shop stuff. Okay,
Shop stuff.
so interestingly this week we've had a big restock of climbing shoes. Not any climbing shoes. Okun, Tenaya, and Evolve shoes.
Ooh.
Yeah, so a nice little selection there. If you like those shoes, go and head to the EpicTV shop now where you will be able to find a full array of stock in all those different sizes, different models.
I'll just add a note on Tenaya shoes.
Tenaya.
Turns out they are really comfortable. You know,
really?
they market them as like a comfortable shoe and blah, blah, blah. They are. Like comfortable, but like high performance shoes.
Which one did you try?
The low volume version of the Oasi. This
during
one
the
on
weekend?
screen. Yes.
Oh, nice.
This one on screen.
The one on screen.
That one.
Okay, next up, we've got the media side of things. Before I'm going to talk about the film that's coming out this week, Jonathan Siegrist, I know that you reported about it on it a couple of weeks ago. He climbed Close Encounters, which is a first ascent 9A+, in the desert near Las Vegas.
Red Rocks.
Red Rocks, yes. Anyway, we have got a film of his coming out next week. I just got given it today. It looks really cool. It's by the same guy that's been doing all the stuff with him recently that we have done with Jonathan. So it's going to be a really, really cool film. Just like pure climbing.
In the new vegan squamas, right?
Yes, in the new vegan squamas. You guys were going crazy
We
about.
hyped up, yes. I knew it's a squama, but not a normal squama.
Okay.
So, but then he confirmed it's a vegan one.
That is interesting. Maybe we'll get him on the show to talk about just those shoes. Is he
That'd be
vegan?
Maybe.
Other than eating bacon.
Bacon doesn't count.
Anyway, next up, we've got what is coming out this week is the second episode of the Vintage Ice Tour. Did you watch the first episode?
Yes, it felt very cold.
Yeah, very cold, in lots of shadow,
Yeah.
lots of ice, but beautifully captured by Thibaut, who's the DOP and the presenter. Here is a little clip.
L'érection, c'est la première cascade que tu vois quand tu montes dans la vallée. C'est vraiment un truc super esthétique parce que c'est vraiment une cascade, tu passes l'été, hein, tu vois bien, c'est un filet d'eau qui tombe à la verticale, donc au milieu de cette grande conque de rochers. C'est super esthétique.
Does that make you want to get out and go ice climbing, Teresa?
No.
No?
It's spring. I put my skis away. I'm done with the cold.
But you just told me before that ice climbing was still good to go.
I said mixed season is still on apparently here in the Alps.
Okay.
But it doesn't mean I want to do it. It just feels like cold.
It was wrong.
Feels wrong. It looks always stunning and it's always an adventure because frozen water. But
the
no,
beer,
not for
the
me.
beer when you get back tastes very good.
I don't like beer.
The prosecco when you get back tastes very good.
It's bubbly. I get a stomachache.
The vodka.
Straight up.
Nice.
Yes. I'm joking. And talking about ice climbing though, on
Yes.
Climbing Daily, we have a new video following Luana, who's
Luana.
Luana. It's spelled with an O. Luana.
Oh, he's a brother.
Luna. Yes. Anyway, he won the competition in Sospe, and we have kind of a behind-the-scenes video following him. So check it out.
When I leave the isolation area, I'm okay. I'm just listening to music, and I was happy to see the sun outside. It was really cool and warm. In semi-final, we are 16th. They take just 8 in finals. So you really have to climb 100%. Before climbing was much more stressful. It was too warm inside, so I just had to breathe the fresh air outside.
Topversuch! Applaus, jawohl! Great performance!
It's the Le Devon brothers.
Yes, they're like the Malin brothers, but with ice climbing.
Very good. Nice. I want to talk about something really quick. I know you guys have a little discussion point.
Yes.
Let's talk about Alex Honnold, VR, free solo, his latest escapades. I haven't watched any of it. We watched like the behind the scenes part of it, but basically he did like a free solo up on the Drew.
Up on the Drew in the Dolomites, and there's some shots in the US, but it wasn't really clear what it was.
Yeah, and so it's captured by actually a local guy from Chamonix, Jonathan Griffiths, who was the director. He took a massive spherical camera shot, like loads of different angles. But that is going to be fascinating to see what that's like in VR. Have you got some VR goggles so you can watch it on?
I don't. But yeah, it kind of feels like the future, isn't it?
Yes.
Like, we are going VR, but then the point of doing it with Alex Honnold, is it more so that people can actually feel what he's climbing or really how it is out there? Because it's still like he's still doing it. You're still watching a person doing it. It's not really you doing it.
Exactly. That's the next step, isn't it? When you can go and free solo a thing and feel that
And try.
fear when you see your hands just going, holding on for dear life.
Yeah. But yeah, so far on the Red Bull channel, the first episode behind the scenes is out and they're in the Dolomites. And it's, shot with John, and Renan is doing the behind the scenes.
Awesome.
So it feels like nice and dramatic and like awesome movie coming out.
Free solo 2?
Sort of, isn't it?
Basically free solo 2.
It's basically Free Solo 2, but in the Alps.
That's cool.
Yes.
Next up, winter soloing. No chance. What's next?
Comment of the week.
Comment of the week. Comment of the week. That was terrible. Ironically, my comment of the week is that best comment of the week, harmonization yet by Tony Redford. Well done, Tony. You got the comment of the week for this week by talking about the harmonization of last week. Maybe somebody can talk about the screeching next week and getting the comment of the week for that reason.
I usually try a really high.
All right, you should have told me that before. I would have gone more bassy.
But this week is a bit low.
Okay.
Anyway, my comment is from Ivano Bohard, and he says, "Is there kids that ice climb harder than Matt? I would love to see how he reacts."
I'm sure there are. I'm sure that we can find them.
Would be great.
Yeah, we can train them.
We can train them.
We will make them better than
Oh,
that.
gosh.
No problem at all. That's it, I think.
Yes.
I'm going to just quickly give a quick shout out to an app that I kind of asked you to get on, but I don't think you've got on it yet.
I didn't get on it
It's
yet.
called Tribefy. These guys are starting to develop it in the US and in Germany. It's a great way of hooking up with people in a new place if you want to go find climbers if you like going to a new place. We're on it. There's an EpicTV hashtag on it, and it's a good way of like finding climbing communities when you go somewhere new if you want to find a partner or something like that.
What are we doing on it?
We're just like hanging out and doing stuff and enjoying life.
So it's basically Tinder for climbers. Bottom line, or like climbing partners.
Pretty much, but that's pretty much what it is.
Good luck, guys out there.
Yeah, we've linked it below. Other than that, hope you have a great week and a weekend. What are you doing this weekend?
Not skiing, climbing, hopefully, if it doesn't snow.
Nice.
You?
Skiing.
Oh, okay, bye.
Bye.